Welcome to another edition of Get to Know Your Warrior football program for the 2017 season. I'm Sports Information Director Jeff Weiss and joined today by Coach Scott Wooster. Scott, thanks for taking the time to be with us today.
Thanks.
Obviously, interesting group, the tight ends. Last year, going into the spring season, you had three fifth-year seniors. You moved Nate White to defense, but you had Trent Broadbeck and Aaron Weston, who have been solid contributors, and they didn't disappoint last year.
No question, and I wouldn't even just say solid. I'd say pretty sterling contributors, both those guys. Obviously, Trent got all the accolades, but Aaron was fantastic for us last year. Had a couple of huge catches in games that we needed. Those catches, and Trent, you can go on and read his bio. It's just it's unbelievable. The Good Works team, all region, all league, both those guys are off to outstanding careers already. I mean, before they graduated, they had jobs and into careers. So, yeah, those two guys, they'll be missed. They were fantastic, and obviously Nate White had a great year on defense too. So, three seniors, lots of opportunity this year for some guys. Yes,
definitely. And guys that are going to be looked upon this year for increased roles. One is Preston Pelham, who's now entering his fourth year in the program.
For sure. And Preston, did a great job last year, and he got quite a few reps. We're going to play two tight ends in the game quite often, and he took advantage of those opportunities he had. Love Preston, and Preston's one of those guys that's never had a bad day. Just one of the greatest attitudes you've ever seen. Positive attitude, always upbeat, always willing to do anything for you, and he is one heck of a football player. And the thing that makes him such a great football player is he loves the physical element of the game, and obviously we love the physical element of the game. So he's a Wayne State football player, and I think he's going to have one of those seasons where, you can't replace a Trent Broadbeck, Aaron, those type of guys, but he's exactly what we want in a Wayne State tight end.
But not only on the field, but in the classroom. I mean, Aaron was our two-time football scholar athlete.
Exactly
and
right.
Preston's kind of in that mode as well.
Same, just, completing an internship right now as a junior, already getting one and setting one up for his senior year. Fantastic guy. Fits the mold of the tight ends we've had here.
One guy that obviously will be looked upon more this year is Luke Ketamine.
Yes. Luke,
interesting point. He played tackle as a senior in high school and now has moved to tight end in college.
Exactly right. I mean, as you look at our tight ends, the four that we have returning, we're bringing in a guy this year, but the four we had returning did not play tight end in high school. We had to project those guys, and that's a thing. Spread offense in high school, not too many people are playing with them. But yeah, he played tackle, so he is a physical guy. He knows how to block. Got a few opportunities to get in the field late in games last year and took advantage of those opportunities, but he had a really, really good spring. Came a long, long, long way, and we will need him, and I think he's ready. I think he's had a great summer in the weight room from what we've heard, and changing his body, he looks like a Wayne State tight end. When you look at him, he looks the part, and like I said, he loves the physical element of the game. He brings another dynamic like Trent did because he can stretch the field too. Yeah, he played tackle in high school, but he's an athlete. He's got great ball skills, so we're really, really excited about what Luke Ketamine can do for us, and right now.
Speaking of changing positions, Logan Smith was a wide receiver for us the first couple of years, moved to tight end for spring ball, and obviously adjusted pretty well to the new position.
Yeah, and we didn't move him until later in spring ball, so there's still going to be a learning curve coming into camp. But he's a talented guy. Again, great ball skills, catches everything. It's just one of those things that his body kept growing and getting bigger, and hey, why not? We're a little thin at the position, had some graduation, so here's an opportunity for a guy to get on the field and contribute and really help us out.
And he had some big catches against Saginaw Valley late last year.
That was kind of his breakout game where, he gained some confidence and he can do this. And now it's a little bit more of a matchup issue with defenses because here's a wide receiver that can run, catch the ball, and do those type of things against maybe some linebackers and stuff. So it'll give him an advantage there too.
One guy, speaking of body size, is Stephen Glenn is just an athlete. I mean, in high school he was a quarterback, a linebacker, and we've got him at tight end.
Yeah, three-sport athlete, great quarterback in high school. Took Lincoln Park. I mean, they were on the TV for the losing streak and everything else, and he was really the impetus of bringing Lincoln Park football back. So he has that kind of impact as an athlete. And when we recruited him, we really didn't know. We wanted to give him a shot at quarterback because he was extremely talented, but he can be a really special tight end. He'd be a really good quarterback, but he could be a special tight end. So there's still the learning curve. He's still getting that part of it, the physical element of it, but the athletic part of it, obviously, he has. And we're really, really excited to see what we can do with him because you want to talk about matchup issues. He can present some matchup issues because we can flex him out. We can bring him in the box. We can do a lot of different things with him. So we're excited about Steven and his progress, and this camp's going to just be absolutely critical for him.
And the nice part is you've got all 4 of these guys this fall of 17, but also the fall of 18.
Exactly right. Not a senior in the group, and that's exciting, is that now there's some continuity with these 4 guys moving forward, just like Trent, Aaron, and Nate, as they went through the program as well.
And then obviously you brought in one young guy,
Yeah.
Nick Potterack, to kind of learn, like you said, get a year in the weight room.
Well, and
to learn
he might be a guy that, from a football standpoint, he can play the game,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a tough physical football player. Body has to get a little bit bigger and stronger. But, you know, in recruiting, go down and sit down with the kid just for a little bit, and you're like, yeah, this is a Wayne State football player. And then you watch his film, you're like, yeah, this guy's a Wayne State football player. He loves the physical element. A violent guy, a striker, again, great athlete, played multiple sports in high school and really good at multiple sports in high school. But I'm super excited about him because he fits the mold of a tough physical guy that can stretch the field and make plays in the throw game as well.
Sounds great. Well, thanks for watching this edition. Stay tuned for further position previews.